name is Justin Pula.
My name is Patel.
We're presenting Starbucks. We have it with a buy recommendation. We believe it to be fair valued at about $115.
So here's a table of contents. We'll begin with the business overview, followed by an industry overview and competitive positioning, investment thesis and summary, valuation/financial analysis, ESG considerations, AI considerations, technical analysis, SWOT analysis, and we'll finish it off with our management team.
First, let's start with an overview of what exactly Starbucks does. Starbucks was founded in 1971 in Seattle and it formed into a multinational coffee chain, becoming one of the world's largest coffee retailers in the world, also selling food along with its beverages.
So in 2024, the global coffee consumption saw a 3.3 increase from the prior year. The coffee and specialty beverage market is extremely competitive, with brands like Starbucks, Dunkin', and McDonald's, and independent coffee shops fighting for the consumer loyalty. The global coffee market was valued at approximately $245.2 billion in 2024, and is expected to reach $381.52 billion by 2034. The growth is largely driven by increasing consumer demand, especially in the Gen Z and millennial, for specialty and premium coffee offerings.
So for your competitive positioning, we're going to start with a moat analysis and break down into 4 branches. Firstly, the pricing power of Starbucks is incredibly powerful given their strong brand recognition. Given their brand recognition, they're allowed to charge higher prices for this premium coffee and for their premium drinks without affecting demand too much. Habit formation. Customers who buy Starbucks once are usually inclined to repeat their buying. So they're inclined to integrate Starbucks and buying Starbucks and staying there for long periods of time into their habits and into their daily lives, which creates a level of personalization that a lot of competitors can't seem to match. The third place effect. As I talked about before, Starbucks creates an environment that people get accustomed to and that people want to enjoy and spend time in, which increases the amount of sales they have. And personalization. We're going to talk about this more later, but Starbucks has leveraged AI and lots of data to personalize the recommendations they have for their drinks and in turn make a more personalized experience for these consumers.
Investment thesis/summary. We believe that the strength of the operating margins and balance sheet of the company in the face of inflationary pressures is telling of strong management and that they will continue to be strong regardless of economic conditions. This integration of predictive AI through the Deep Brew platform allows Starbucks to leverage data to increase the personalization in the experiences of Starbucks for its customers, making things more seamless for the customers and boosting consumer loyalty.
So valuation. Here we ran a 2-step DCF model, discounted cash flow, applied a 8.3% discount rate and a 2.8% terminal growth rate to yield a, after all calculations, $113 fair value mark, which from the current price of $97.73 aligns for about a 15% increase or upside for this stock. Yep.
So, our financial analysis. So the gross margins, regardless of economic hardships and inflation over 2-3 years, gross margins have stayed pretty stable. So operating expenses have remained quite stable in the last year or two, which is impressive considering how much they've invested in AI. So on the right there, this is our screenshot of the income statement, and it shows total revenues, all the expenses, operating income, etc.
So now we're going to go over ESG. The social aspect of it, well, Starbucks has done a great job at the hires and has seen it as a strength in diversity and creating a homey environment for its customers and workers alike. Community engagement, it started food share initiatives, which donates food to those in need. Environmental, so by 2030, we want to reduce carbon emissions and water waste by about 50%, and Starbucks has made a commitment to align its business with these goals. Sustainable practices, It's expanded its plant-based menu a lot, and in turn reduced carbon emissions. Reusable packaging, the reusable cup program makes paper cups and things that are reusable, things that we can use again to comply with these ESG concerns. Governance, we have about $60 million saved annually. EV charging expansion for those interested in charging their electric cars. And eco-friendly packaging, like we talked about before, they're interested in eco-friendly packaging.
So AI. AI has swept the storm for the past few years, and Starbucks is definitely leveraging it, especially in these past few years. So it has enhanced efficiency and experience. So AI improves operations via machine learning, personalized marketing, and automated ordering. So it can basically track your previous orders and what flavors you may like, so it can highlight if they have new offerings, they're going to present that to you. So the Deep Brew AI since 2019. So this optimizes inventory, labor scheduling, and dynamic pricing, boosting profits. So the Starbucks Rewards program, the AI-driven recommendations enhance customer loyalty. So these are some of the risks of AI. So data privacy and cybersecurity. Of course, with integrating data, there's high risk of malware, especially from foreign countries. So this can raise concerns due to data breaches, over automation, potential loss of human interaction, which is a key brand element. So Starbucks loves to have place itself as a premium brand, and by doing so, it needs to have a human touch, something that can elevate its value, and by over automating it, it can lose that touch. And balance is key. Long-term success depends on managing AI benefits and risks.
Now we're going to go over our technical analysis. Now, since May of 2024, it's been in an uptrend, which is bullish, and as you can see, these two moving averages have crossed. Again, a bullish signal for traders, which may influence a future trend of the price. Here we have 200 EMA support. Now, with the new administration, we've had a big correction. But let's forget about this for a second. We see here that there is support at the 200 EMA level, a support level which this price has sort of respected in the past, let's say. MACD confirmation, here let's look at the MACD. We see that this close to crossing, and in the past when we've had these kind of MACD reversals, we've seen it here, and we've seen prior reversals in the price trend. And finally, the momentum indicator stochastic suggests a possible upward direction, which gives us more confidence in giving this recommendation.
So here's our SWOT analysis. It's going to highlight the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So for the strengths, we have a strong brand image, strong financial performances, extensive international supply chain, strong customer loyalty, innovative business model, and quality taste and standardization. So for the weaknesses, we have high prices, imitatability of products, generalized standards of products, as well as procurement practices. For opportunities, we have expansion into markets such as China, which has recently been a huge hot topic, business diversification and product specifications, introducing new products, partnerships/alliances, and subscription services. So for the threats, we have competition with low-cost sellers, sourcing challenges in customer preferences, independent coffee house movements, and labor disputes.
We're going to go over management now. The new CEO, Brian Nicole, former Taco Bell CEO, is focused on renewing the company and giving it a new image after what the prior CEO has done. CEO John Culver is focused on expanding into global markets, namely China. CFO Kathy Smith, former Nordstrom CFO, has done a great job down at Nordstrom and hopefully will be good at cutting costs, which is namely important in this time when they're investing a lot in R&D. And the CMO, Brady Brewer, enhancing a personalized experience through the Starbucks Rewards app, which has led a lot of repeat customers in the last 2 years.
Absolutely. So, start closing. So is for these reasons that we believe Starbucks to be a strong buy. Thank you.